Hey, this is Notser, and this is the user replay for the week. MadLunat1c is in the Tier 9 Soviet destroyer Udaloi. I actually just got the Udaloi, and I'm excited to share my own experiences with it. I'm sorry that this is a day late. I had to share my first impression with the Mikhail Kutuzov. And with that said, please, if you're interested in sharing your replay with us, send it to notserreplay@gmail.com. Please have the replay file, in-score screenshots, and 1 to 2 sentence summary of exactly what went down in the video. If you haven't gotten a fantastic scoring game, you can also share an extremely unique and entertaining moment, like ram kills, double strikes, torpedo dodges, you name it. If it's extremely entertaining and it's a little bite size, I can turn that into an intro for one of these videos. Thank you for supporting me, and on to the game. MadLunat1c has sent out widespread with his torpedoes. He's also using his main guns on an enemy Mogami. He gets 2 fires with the first salvo. That's pretty convenient. Everything disappears though. Enemy torpedoes are incoming, so he has to move the Udaloi. The Udaloi is unique because it has 1 set of torpedoes on the left, 1 set on the right, and then 1 neutral set that can be used on either side. Oh, 1 torpedo, 2 torpedoes, 3 torpedoes make contact, and he blows something up. Devastating strike, first blood. It looks like he actually got a destroyer. There's no way a destroyer survived 3 torpedoes, so he must have hit someone else. That Mogami has sustained some damage. More torpedoes, of course, are incoming, so he has to avoid. Enemy Boyskavitsa is also in the area. MadLunat1c is still hidden by the smoke, so he's just going to open up on this guy. He misses with the first salvo, hits with the second. The third one he lets out. He hits with it also, but as soon as he shows up, he's disappeared again. So now he's deciding, it's probably time to move. So he's going to head out, look for enemy, engaging that enemy Mogami in the background, who looks to be bleeding a little bit. He probably sustained one of those torpedo hits and is flooding. MadLunat1c switches back to the enemy destroyer. That really is the primary target. Anytime you get a chance at a destroyer, take it. So, set on fire. Looks like he's maneuvering wildly. He's sustaining a lot of damage from everyone in the area, and conveniently, MadLunat1c gets the last shot. There were so many people firing on it, it was a free-for-all. So that Mogami, he's still dying to the dot, and Mad is not going to pass up an opportunity to do damage to a low-health target. Now, the Soviet destroyers excel at long-range gun accuracy. Where they fall off is close-range dueling with destroyers. Their torpedo systems aren't ideal. The max range you can get them to is 8 kilometers. Now, I have been able to get both concealment modules on this ship, and you can get it down to 6.8 kilometers. Oh, whoa, he just flooded out that guy. That Mogami died to the torpedo flood that occurred over a minute ago. Also notice that MadLunat1c ran into an island. He's got 3 kills in 5 minutes. He's just trying really hard. That's the excuse I use too, Mad. Trying really hard. Yup. Couldn't be anything else. Now, to me, that Mogami shouldn't have died to flood. He was running way too aggressive with his build. You have to have something. You either have the premium damage control loaded on, 22,000 credits, or you have the Tier 1 basic survivability, or the Tier 3 lower cooldown on damage control. Anything would protect you from the extreme case where flutter fire occurred, you use your immunity, and then it's reapplied after your immunity falls off. You can't assume that will never happen. It happens all the time to me. So just protect yourself. This is for everyone. Either have premium or one of those 2 skills. That will really help you out. I really prefer the premium. It's just so good. It's better than the skills. It's really strong. So we see the enemy Mikhail. He's rocking the holiday camo. And MadLunat1c is sitting in a smoke. He just popped it. He's firing while the target is moving broadside. Very easy shot. Not too far, 10 kilometers. And he has a huge advantage over the enemy. He's the most far forward though, so he needs to be careful. Now, his team on the eastern side of the map also has the capture point. They're putting pressure on the enemy to react. He switches to the Colorado, and he gets a fire. He gets another fire. He's already gotten 2 fires on this guy. He's got to be rocking demo. Come on, Colorado. We know it's coming. When are you going to use it? Yeah, there you go. Colorado uses his damage control. And he switches to the Nagato. Now, he doesn't set it in the replay, but I'm sure he set it whenever he was playing this game. The replay doesn't really consider the player setting targets. And you set in deselect with X. Now, he's waited the 10 to 15 seconds, and he swaps right back to the Colorado. Perfect long-range HE play. And of course, first salvo, he gets 2 fires. Now the Colorado has to burn for a minimum of 45 seconds. 500 points every second. That's a lot of free damage. Now we're just trying to gauge what's going on. There's a friendly destroyer in front of him. I don't know what kind. Oh, he gets another fire. Wow, 3 fires. Nice. I bet that Colorado is hating his life. He's just, this ship's already so slow. Why are you doing this to me? Slow ships are really easy to hit at long range. They just don't have the maneuverability of a faster ship. But you need to make sure that you compensate by leading them less than your average ship. And it looks like he still has 3 fires. Yeah, he still has 3 fires burning on his ship. And this... oh, okay. The 2 that he initially set have now gone out. His crew was able to fight those fires for over 50 seconds and finally put them out. The front is still ablaze. It would be really nice for MadLunat1c to get the midsection set on fire again. But we're not too greedy. Oh, it looks like he put out the front. I don't believe the front was lit up that close to the 2 midsections. I would infer that he's used damage control because he's just so low he can't afford to burn for any more. Now there's an island in the way, but Mad doesn't care. He's firing some of the shells, smack into the island, and the Colorado disappears. That means the Hatsuharu has used his smoke and he's not providing intel anymore. Someone gets a shot on the Colorado and takes him out. Okay. Well, the Mikhail is very close, 11 kilometers. Now, sometimes I'll play a game, and I'll feel like nobody is reacting to me at all. This is what I feel like over here. He has sustained 0 damage until right now. But how is that possible? He has been chain firing for most of the game. His use of smoke and a little bit of incompetence, I would say, to the enemy team has really benefited him, especially. Someone got a huge Citadel penetration on the Mikhail. Looks like this should be an easy finish. He switches to AP. Fantastic. Perfect broadside target. AP is the superior choice, no matter what type of ship you are. He's able to sneak in there and take the kill. MadLunat1c has 4 kills in the Udaloi. My first impressions of the ship are very positive. I'm very excited to play this ship. The Tashkent was just very, very bad. It was not on the York bad, but it was very close, I would say. It just is too big. Its concealment is terrible. And the guns seem to break way more often than pretty much any Soviet destroyer other than the Ognivo. And I'm going to make use of some of these tactics. MadLunat1c is doing a great job so far. So he's in range of the Nagato, and he's going to engage the Nagato, of course. The Nagato is firing on someone behind him. So other than the Mikhail, no one has actually wanted to fire on MadLunat1c. How convenient, right? He's firing HE. He's not seeing the kind of damage he wants. He swaps to AP. I know how you feel. Once he's swapped to AP, he's kind of trying to walk the rounds to the side of the ship. Yeah, that's exactly where you want the rounds to land. He misses slightly. Needs to elevate the gun ever so slightly. There we go. Getting a little bit more damage. Friendlies are helping him out. Every salvo is doing about 1,500. Another 1,400. Good. He gets Confederate. And he just sneaks in a shot right there. Only does 161. But that's all he needed. He earns Kraken Unleashed. Now this Colorado is looking at him. 100%. But for some reason, he doesn't want to fire at him. Now, this is a mistake. I'm sure MadLunat1c will completely agree. Firing AP at a target this angled is just not that effective. He's hitting the superstructure, and anytime he actually hits somewhere around the deck, it might be a little bit too angled, so he swaps to HE. This is what you have to do whenever you see this sort of profile for the enemy. You just have to use HE. There's just really no other option. He's too close for plunging fire to really... And do you see this ship? It's kind of wiggling. I don't know why it's wiggling. But yeah, at this distance, the shell doesn't plunge enough. You really can only use HE against a target that is angled like this, except for the motto. Armor doesn't matter. It feels like that. I'm sure there's a little bit more skill involved, but anytime I'm harshly angled, those Yamatos could just pin me no matter what. So this Colorado is trying to broadside probably that battleship that's just south of MadLunat1c. He sets fire to the target. He also uses smoke. He's taking fire from enemy ships. He's trying to get another fire. Now, I thought, okay, maybe he was still immune. Finally, the fires are sticking. He's gotten one fire. And this Colorado has no way of putting out the fire. He has to allow it to burn another fire. Wow. Maybe I should do my fire mission with the Udaloi. This is insane. He swaps to AP. Perfect. He's getting some good damaging shot, even though some of them are ricocheting. And now the angle is too extreme. So he switches right back to HE. Perfect. Perfect timing. If he can get a fire on the front nose, it will be ideal. I will basically be the only positions he could hit realistically. And, oh, he's hitting the target, but he's not hitting the superstructure. Very little damage. He sends out one set of his torpedoes. Enemy Iowa, enemy Otago. He earns Witherer. He's got 6 medals. 6. Someone does a huge shot on the Colorado, and he gets another tiny damaging shot to take the kill. Now, he worked very hard to help assist the kill. It's just convenient, the timing of all these shells going in right as the target is about to die. I would never get this lucky, okay? I would be staring at 2 kills. I would have all these medals, except for obviously the kill requirement medals. And I would just be so frustrated, be like, ugh, all of these kills are going to other people. Gets a fire, first shot, high caliber. Looks like at least 1 torpedo will make contact with this guy. And he actually gets 2. Finishes off the enemy Iowa. Wow. Just insane. I could never imagine getting a game like this. He's got 7 kills. There's still 3 enemy ships left. And the enemies have control of the map. There's not a lot of time left to use that control, but they do have control over the map right now. And MadLunat1c, what is with this game? He's going. It's just insane. Just embrace it. Now, enemy destroyer is preventing the capture of C. It's a Fletcher. Fletcher is a fantastic tier 9 destroyer. Ooh, he's leading way too much. Wow. This is the Fletcher, not a Soviet destroyer. So yeah, he walks it in a little bit. Someone does a huge shot on him. And enemy Miyoko in the background, by the way. Super low. He sets him on fire. It looks like he's still immune to fires for the 3 to 5 seconds the destroyers get. But he's just devastating this guy. Okay, there's a fire. Knocks out his propulsion. This should be the finishing shot. It is. Oh, what? MadLunat1c. 2 islands. 2. How does this happen, MadLunat1c? Don't worry, Mad. I got this. He's just trying so hard to help his team win that he can't be bothered with avoiding islands. Are you kidding me? Look at this. 8 kills. 7 medals. That's a lot of work, okay? And there's absolutely nothing wrong with running into those islands. He's gotten 8 kills on the enemy and 2 island assassinations, okay? He could run right into this one, and nobody should question his intent. So he, of course, has fixed his situation. He's going to move forward, looking for that last ship. I believe the last ship is the Miyoko. Yeah, the Miyoko, who is very low. This is a ship that shouldn't be alive. Someone was unlucky in finishing him off, and he's just trying to get any rounds on the target to kill the last ship in the game. And, oh, friendly gets a big shot. Nice. Just trying to walk the rounds a little bit. He's turning, so yep, you make the oval slightly larger. Looks like he's going to land a little bit more. Ooh, barely alive. Is this going to be a kill shot? Nope, nope. This should be it. This is over. See you later. Okay, so 9 kills, 16 fires set. He earns Witherer, Confederate, High Caliber, Liquidator, Kraken Unleashed, First Blood, Devastating Strike. He's also able to land 362 rounds on the target with 5 torpedo hits. He earned a base XP of 3,316. Wow, just a really, really strong carry, of course. He did around 165,000 points of damage. Just insane. This game was exceptional. It was fantastic. It was stupendous. Thank you, MadLunat1c, for sharing this game with us all. I'm so excited to play this ship. I hope everyone enjoyed this game. I certainly enjoyed watching this game. I hope you have a fantastic day, and I'll catch you next time.